Yes.
Hello, I have here Geeta Sidhu Robb, who's founder and CEO of Las Detox. Welcome.
Hi, Misa. Thank you for having me.
I'd like to ask you first if you could just tell all the viewers who you are. How did you get started and what is Las Detox all about?
So, my name, as you said, is Geeta. How did I get started? I am CEO and founder of Nosh Detox, and what we do is we create health solutions for high-performing individuals, and we diagnose the solution, we create the solution, and we actually send it. So it can be anything from food through to diagnostic testing, through to vitamin drips, through to wellness curating, where we just look at your health and we decide how we can help you to get a lot healthier. So we do every level of that spectrum. I was a corporate lawyer in oil and gas, and my first child was very, very ill. He was allergic to his vaccinations, and he had asthma, eczema, anaphylaxis. He was allergic to everything. He couldn't eat dairy, gluten, fish, egg, and nuts. So he was allergic to everything. And I just sort of had to find a way to make him healthier because there's no medical solution for that. So in making him healthier, I learned this skill set. And then when it came to that wonderful moment in life where I had 3 small children, I was divorced and had to find a way to make a living.
One of those.
Which happens to, one of those. I was like, I don't even know what to do. And my best friend, I'd helped her to lose weight very quickly. And she went, oh my God, Geeta, people would give you money for that? It's like, they would. And that's how Nosh was born.
Yes, it's a wonderful story, and it just shows that with determination and resilience and the willingness to learn, you basically created a business you had no experience in originally, right?
No, I couldn't cook. And also no one had any experience in it because I invented the genre.
Yeah.
Nobody actually did home delivery, so you couldn't quite work out. Logistics was always a nightmare because there wasn't the software. Juice fasting didn't exist. It just didn't exist. We delivered the first ever juice fast in this country in 2008, about June, So it's not like anybody knew any better. It just literally didn't exist.
Exactly. And now 8 years on, you have a very successful business. Would you share just 1 or 2 metrics to give people an idea of your business? I don't know, in terms of turnover, people, happiness.
I employ between 15 and 20 people because it depends on, we have certain busy seasons like now coming up to January.
Sure.
So I employ 15 to 20 people. We have 3 locations. We have the factory up in West London. We have the offices here in Chelsea, and we have a clinic in Harvey Nichols in Knightsbridge. Happiness. It's one of those interesting things that I didn't know this is what I was going to be doing when I started, and you never do you?
No.
You're never sure where it's going to end up. But yeah, I would not change my life at all because I get to choose every single day what it looks like and feels like, and there's good and there's bad, and so here we are.
Exactly. So what would be your definition of success overall as a complete?
It's always a good time of year to think that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because my definition of success is when you're in a place where even if 10 million pounds turned up tomorrow, nothing much would change in your life.
Yeah.
And because I think you have to be success before you kind of get success. So I'm literally at that place. Honestly, I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought literally if 10 million pounds turned up in a nice lump sum, please, thank you. I literally
take
have,
it,
right? I'll take it. I would not take it. I have no idea actually what would change.
Yeah. That's brilliant. Would you share with our viewers maybe some setbacks or failure along the journey?
Like the one today where my chef walked out like 5 minutes ago.
Exactly.
And we have 65 meals to get out, so that would be a failure. We had this conversation in great detail at the top of our voices with my teenage daughter last night because being afraid to try something, this is to me, I think the biggest sin actually, because failure just doesn't exist. It's just super tweaking, it's course correcting. So if I do this, it doesn't work, I'll do this, and it doesn't work, I'll do this, and it doesn't work, but it'll take me where it is working.
Exactly.
So to me, I don't quite get failure. I've never quite had that same look at it as anyone else. So I don't see that as a failure. I don't see it as a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I don't define failure in the same way at all. And I think most successful entrepreneurs are like that. So I think that that's an issue. I think that having unhappy clients, I would consider that not a good thing. Mm-hmm. That's the closest I've ever come to thinking about failure. And I always want to think, how do we fix? Everybody's trained to, go fix. We're not trained to throw money back and go, have your refund, because I think that's too simple. I think you need to be looking at the person and saying, what am I doing wrong and how do I make it better?
Yeah.
Success. And my biggest successes, I think the fact that the company exists is a major success. I mean, who knew, right?
Exactly.
Literally, it's not an accident because I work really, really hard at it and I plan what I'm trying to do and I plan my growth. And I think the fact that we grew 24% last year. And since there's a new juice company on every corner, I think that that's a really remarkable statistic. I think that the thing that annoys me the most is that every single one of our celebrity clients pays us. So I'm like, could I just give you some stuff free and you could put your face on my site? And we have the most famous people in the world, Misha, and they're my clients. And I smile and I go, so nice to have you back, and you're just like, that's why we're the only company that doesn't have a celebrity endorsement page,
because they pay you.
They pay us, I'm like, so nice to have you, and you just kind of get on with it. You wouldn't imagine that would be a failure, would you? But because that's how it works. It's such a word of mouth thing, but it makes me laugh every single time because you take their money and you're like, thanks so much, because it's such a belief in you, isn't it?
Exactly.
But
and that only comes because you had that deep belief in this whole journey from the start.
That, and I'm cheap. I wouldn't give anybody anything free.
Yeah.
I would never give them anything free. So because I know we're good at what we do. So I was like, well, if you are going to come, and take our products, then you have to be paying me for it.
Exactly. And that's to do with self-worth, right?
Yes. And because I stuck to my guns with that from the very, very beginning.
Yeah.
Everybody just quietly pays us. They've all, some of the clients, we literally are household names. And I'm like, well, okay. Now I'm at the stage where I'm kind of like, please send me a photo, with your face near the food. But it is, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to always, people look at successful people from the outside and have this feeling that, oh my God, I can never be like her and she's perfect. And that's why I'm trying to sort of explore both the backstory. Yeah. Because we are all just ordinary human beings and there's always a struggle and
massively,
it is a journey. So I think it's very important for women to get over themselves and get over the fear of setbacks, and as you said, it's only learning and it's only about tweaking your journey. So what would be your top tip for anybody who has a great idea, dreams about starting something new, but might be a little bit afraid how to go about it?
We said there's no substitute for just doing it. Mm-hmm. I mean, people always want some great esoteric, amazing thought. There is no substitute for doing it. I started my business with 3 small children under the age of 7 with £2,000 overdraft from HSBC because it was the only money I had. And then I kind of had to sell because it's the only money I had. Yeah. And then I had to kind of grow because my bills got bigger and it was the only money I had. Exactly. Necessity is absolutely the mother of invention. I've put 3 children through private school in this country on my own with my business and what I've done. And I started as a bankrupt in November 2004. And a single parent from November 2004. So I'm sure that had I not started from there, I could have grown so much more, but I started with nothing. Yeah. With nothing. And I've always thought it's very important to see that because you don't look at someone like me and think that would ever be true. Yeah. We always look like we kind of have it all together. Exactly. And we don't. No one does. The only thing you can grant yourself is the blessing to believe in yourself. And even I didn't have that. I did it because it was for my kids. And women will do stuff for their children that they will not do for themselves. And I was lucky enough to have zero choice and 3 kids.
Yeah.
And now I look back and I think, wow, had I not had that, I would probably have kind of goofed off somewhere along the line. My mother was like, why don't you marry money? I was like, yeah, I should really do that.
One of those old chestnuts.
Here we are. Sorry?
One of those old great advice, right?
Oh, Indian, right? Indian, good background, kind of what we're brought up to do, man.
Well, it is a wonderful story, and we will hear the full story at the Festival of Doers, end of January, with Geeta.